And now, our most recent effort, Measure U, will help make our facility priorities a reality. We have been responsible with the public's money, as evidenced by our clear audit that yielded no audit exceptions, an uncommon feat from a district our size. We have directed our resources to improving services for students and saved taxpayers millions of dollars by our refinancing efforts. We accomplished all this, and we returned meetings to Stockton too. How nice is that? So, thank you, each of you, in attendance, live streaming, whether you're our students, parents, teachers, employees, for taking time from your families and jobs to help us achieve the best for our kids. And I'd also at this time be remiss not to thank the women in my life. My boss, District Attorney Tori Berber Salazar, for her commitment to the kids and supporting me in my board membership. Your boss, Dr. Kathy Nichols-Washer, for her outstanding leadership of our district and the amazing staff that she puts together to get it done every single day for our kids. And the boss, my wife, Renata Freitas, for patiently and generously sharing me with you. And thank you once again to my colleagues on the board. I recognize that none of this could be accomplished without a unified board and a dedicated staff. We have been successful as a governing body because of the team of dedicated people we have at all levels of service. And I have no doubt the best is yet to come. Well, usually the judge gets to talk first, but I talk first today. But present with us today is the Honorable Lauren Thompson of the San Joaquin County Superior Court, and here to administer the oath of office to Gary, Joe, and myself is Judge Thompson. So how would you like to do this?
I'll come up here.
Very good.
Oh, it's awesome. Here's the front of the judge.
Okay. Good evening. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name,
I, John Freitas,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Four more years. I guess these aren't official until we sign them, so.
Oh.
Next up is the election of officers. So part of our reorganization meeting, the first office is the 2017 president, and I would like to nominate Mr. Vice President, Mr. Von Heckler.
I second that.
Thank you, Mr. Neely, for your second. Call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Mr. Heavily will be our new president. Our second office is the 2017 vice president. Mr. Heavily, you have a motion?
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to nominate Mr. Neely, please.
Very good. Call for a second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Talkman, for your second. I call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0.
Mr. President.
Mr. Neely will be our. Thank you very much, Mr. Neely. In the matter of the 2017 clerk, Mr. Nava, you have a motion?
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to nominate Gerald Hawkins as clerk of the board.
Thank you. Call for a second.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Ms. Castle. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Mr. Talkman will be our new board clerk. Thank you very much, Mr. Talkman. We'll take a brief moment to reorganize and proceed with the meeting in 5 minutes.
We log out, log back in different locations. Thank you all for coming this evening. The first item that is on the agenda for the new officers will be board organization calendar of meetings. Board members, any comments?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I know we have a study session on January 31st. I have planned a business trip out of town, and I won't be able to attend. And I think it's very, very important that I meet this meeting because it has to do with the LCAP and those things, and I like to have some input, and I like to listen to see what's happening. I am going to be gone from the 25th to the 1st of February. So if we could, if the board agrees to change it, if not, then I'll have to miss.
Okay. Dr. White?
Mr. President, members of the board, if you're not prepared to make a change tonight, you can approve the calendar with that being eliminated, and we can get back, contact everybody to see what would work, and it's up to you.
Yeah, okay. So we could approve it without that.
Date to be determined,
Yeah, it could be determined without that. Sentence.
unless you're prepared to pick another date now, that's fine.
Is anybody?
Second. He wants a second.
Are you saying February 2nd?
What day did you want to do?
No, I don't know if I'm going to be back on the second or not, but either the second week in February or before in January.
Dr. Washer, this calendar seems to deviate from the 1st and the 3rd, which is our traditional in January. Was there a reason for that?
Yes, because of the way the break fell. In order for time, that's why that happened.
What do you, Joe?
I want to say I leave the 22nd, 28th, won't be back, so I think the 2nd of February.
Okay, any other problems with that date? Sounds good. All right. Pardon? February 2nd.
Mr. Norbert, are you back February 2nd or not? I don't think he is. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say yes, but
Well, yeah, when in doubt, we better move it back another week.
we can, anytime between 22nd, 23rd, 24th, those 2 days.
the 8th, this is Wednesday after the 7th.
That's fine, yeah, those days are fine.
January.
February,
February.
yes.
Sounds good?
Mr. Headley, is it okay if I check with the LCAP coordinator to see if that
Okay.
is going to work with other schedules? February 8th? Okay, we're good.
No conflict? Okay, very good. All right,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, thank you, Lord, I appreciate that.
okay.
Thanks again, thank you, Ms. Dr. Washer.
Mr. Neely.
Those are the summer meetings when we find ourselves the only ones here.
Yeah,
Why don't we get rid of that thing, and if we need it, we'll put one in.
well, the problem with the July one, a lot of it is we have new employees, it's just the start of school, we may have administrative
We don't
positions. Yeah.
trust our administration to go ahead and make those decisions and approve it.
You have allowed that process to happen in the
Yes,
past
we
when we've gotten close and there hasn't been a board meeting. Let me check with staff. The other. Okay,
Okay,
we'd like to, and then if we need one, we can call
I
them.
suggest.
Do we have a consensus
If needed.
if needed?
So would you like it off the calendar?
Yeah, sure, let's take it off, I guess.
We can put it on there.
Yeah, we can always add, always move. Do I have 4 consensus on that?
Yes.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the rest of the calendar.
All right,
Second.
all right, it's been moved and seconded. Before we do that, any comments from the public? Okay, student preferential vote? I have approved.
Aye.
Thank you so much. Board members?
I'm sorry, you first.
Mr. Nava. And here comes the vote. And motion passes 7-0. All right. The next up would be the CSBA Delegate Assembly. There are 2 expiring terms. One would be mine and one would be Mr. Neely's. I will go ahead and not seek a nomination for that position, but I would like to nominate Mr. Neely as a candidate for that position.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Very good. And that passes also 5-0. Now on this, we can have as many delegate candidates as possible. Are there any other nominations? Anyone who wants to be nominated? Ooh, silence falls over the crowd. All right.
He's relieved that he's making stuff.
Mr. Freitas,
I
are you?
have a very long list of honeydews. Thank you very much.
Okay. All righty, very good. So that would be our only nomination for our region as the CSBA Delegate Assembly. All right, very good. Go. All right, we can do that electronically.
Mr. Beverly first.
Yes, yes. And here comes the vote. And it passes 7-0. All right, next up we have board subcommittees. And the first one is the Board Audit Review Committee. The people who are already on that are myself, Mr. Tolkien, and it was Mr. Womack.
That would be Gary.
That would probably fall in Gary's, you know?
So.
Yeah. Mr. Kenexted, would you like to be on that? That would be wonderful, very good. I have to start learning how to spell your own name. Oh, I did it. Okay, very good. Do you want this electronic also? These are all voice. Okay, very good. All in favor of Mr. Kenexted being on the committee?
Aye.
Signify by saying aye.
I think it's just
You can just appoint, you
Very
can
good.
appoint.
Okay, very good. Next up is the Lodi 2x2 committee. Currently, it's myself and Mr. Neely, and
I would like to remain on that.
I would like to remain also.
Very good. Very good.
Consensus? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Next up would be City of Stockton 2x2 committee. There are also 2 appointees. They are currently held by Mr. Nava and was Mr. Womack.
I'd like to remain, Mr. Chairman.
Very good, thank you. Would you like to be up there? Okay, and Mr. Kenexted, all in favor? Yeah. All in favor? Aye. I guess we don't have to vote.
Well, we got him too.
Oh, that's right, yeah, we got it. Alrighty, got that one. Next is the San Joaquin County 2x2 committee. There are 2 appointees. We have Mr. Freitas and Ms. Castle.
Mr. President, I'd like to remain on that committee, please.
Okay, very good.
And I will.
Thank you so much. Okay, appreciate it. Next up is the City of Stockton Parks and Recreation Commission. There is 1 appointee, and Mr. Nava is currently the member on that.
I'd like to remain, sir.
That would be wonderful. Okay. And the Joe Cerna Charter Advisory Committee. That is one of the schools in my trustee area, and I would be more than happy to stay on that.
Move approval.
Okay, very good.
You did skip one.
I did skip one.
Energy conservation.
Conservation.
Oh, it was just in reversed order on this other sheet.
Oh.
Okay. All right, very good. You guys are playing games with me already, huh? Okay, so let's see, Joe Cerner, that would still be me. Next up is the Energy Conservation Committee, there are 3 appointees, Ms. Castle, Mr. Freitas, and Dr. Tall. Is that still okay with everyone?
Mr. President, I'd like to remain on that committee.
I would like to remain.
All right, Mr. Talkin, Ms. Castle, and Mr. Freitas. Very good. All right, thank you. Last up is the Legislative Advocacy Committee. There are 3 people on it, Mr. Freitas, Mr. Hubbard, and Mr. Neely.
Mr. President, I'd like to remain on that committee.
I would like to remain.
I would likewise.
Thank you.
Any comments? Very good. Okay. Those are the board committee appointments. Next up is the superintendent staff member reports. Dr. Washer.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. Briefly this evening, just want to let you know that one of our spelling bee winners has advanced to the next level of the county finals. Sarah from Westwood competed at the county and won her division. And so tomorrow we'll be competing again as a finalist. Also want to remind everybody about the crab feed coming up on January 14th, the Got Kids Crab Feed. This is a great event. We gave it a shot last year for the first time, so this is our 2nd annual crab feed. Tickets are $50 and are available at our office. I want to share with you that we recently had our next round of training for parenting partners. You may remember the board report was shared with you in the past about this program to get not only parent education at the school sites, but engaged parents as the trainers. There were about 70 people at the training this round. There were non-Title I schools as well as Title I schools this time. And what was really exciting with this activity is that we had parents who had graduated from the trainings at their own school sites now going to be trainers themselves. And that's really the goal of the program, is to